3.
Is that all the gravy that you have?
2.
Quite a lot of gravy.
Hello, mate.
How much does Benedict Cumberbatch cost for a personal appearance?
1.
This video has been sponsored by the legends over at Pouch. Lots of people have big dreams.
My biggest dream is to record an album.
But I think those people are lying. I mean, have they actually dreamed that? Actual dreams are quite often weird.
I have dreams where I'm a stick man in a big white room and have big flying letters attack me. Sounds like a you problem.
So what if I went out there and made someone's actual dream come true? Not the winning of the X Factor,
Little Mix.
but a dream that someone actually had.
Do you want your dream to come true?
Not particularly.
So, about a month ago, I put a call out to my followers to let me know the strangest and most out there dreams they'd ever had. And I wasn't quite prepared for how weird some of these dreams were going to be.
Once again calling on the Fosh Pit to send me some weird dreams. That's you guys. Fosh Pit? The fish fingers? No. I'm a giant locked in a room and have to move a pile of tiny paper clips from one side of the room to the other. Sounds like an episode of Taskmaster. Get me on Taskmaster, go. Swam through a bowl of cornflakes. Could do that. Max Fosh carols singing at my front door. My good King Wenceslas is...
Me on a boat with 2 chickens while I ate KFC. Kind of felt wrong, but at the same time so right. I nakedly drove a ride on a lawnmower. I do know people who could make that happen.
Bending over is always tricky, isn't it?
When I was younger, I dreamt I was chased by giant potatoes dressed as policemen. That's quite funny. Dreamt that the only mode of transport possible was rollerblading. Whatever.
After scrolling through hundreds of extremely odd dreams, one of the responses stood out amongst the rest.
Enormous digger dumping gravy on me whilst in a paddling pool. Rather enjoyed it. From Jake. Now, I really like this. The reason I also really like this is that Jake has got a picture on his Instagram of both of us at my stand-up show in Exeter. So I think I need to now look into getting lots of gravy.
Hiya, I'm looking to inquire about your gravy granules that you've got at the moment. The Bisto 1.9 kg. Is that all the gravy that you have? Do you have any more?
We have the gluten-free one.
Yeah, the gluten-free one, is that available?
Safe in the knowledge that even if Jake was gluten intolerant, the plan was still a go, I headed out to buy some, well, frankly silly amounts of gravy.
Hello, I'm here to collect some gravy.
Okay, just hold on 1 second.
What a sentence that is. Quite a lot of gravy.
After filling my car to the brim with Bisto, it was then time to find someone who'd be willing to dump it all over Jake's head. Thankfully, I managed to find a company on the outskirts of Exeter, where Jake is from, that were more than happy to make this dream a reality.
We have the 1 ton dump available. If you wanted to send off an...
Yeah, that'd be great.
What is a 1 ton dumper? I know who has a 1 ton dumper.
So, with all the pieces of the puzzle in place, it was time to head back down to Exeter, back to the place where Jake and I first met, to finally make his dream come true.
We've nearly got to the outskirts of Exeter where our 1 ton dumper is waiting. We're ready to make this boy's dream come true. Call me Willy Wonka, except instead of a river of chocolate, it's a river of Bisto.
Thanks to Jake's friends and family that I'd reached out to, Jake had absolutely no idea what he was in for.
I think in the distance is a dumper.
I can get it off.
Power!
Now, as you can imagine, it's not cheap to hire a dumper, buy loads of gravy and rent a field outside of Exeter. So thank you very much to Pouch for sponsoring this video. I really pushed the marketing department with this pitch, but they've agreed to sponsor. But who are Pouch? Pouch is a free online desktop extension that finds and applies discount codes for when you're shopping online. I was shopping on the works for a swimming pool, and when I got to checkout, Pouch automatically popped up and applied a discount code.
And I saved £3.50.
So I could spend more on gravy.
Pouch works on over 3,000 websites in the UK, including Amazon, Domino's, and Tesco.
Also, what's incredibly exciting, Pouches have launched Pouch Points. Even if there are no live codes available for when the time you're shopping online, you can still earn points from participating retailers, which can be redeemed for gift cards.
Pouch only takes a couple of clicks to install, and make sure you pin it to the browser. Get Pouch right now, literally for free, by clicking the link at the top of this video's description.
Right, time for me to make some gravy.
To make instant gravy, you need water.
How much water? Have we got water in there? Right, really got a bucket to fill this dumper. How many litres does it hold? 500, 600?
And unfortunately, due to the lack of a hose on the premises, we needed to fill our dumper with buckets from the nearby river.
This is gonna take ages.
And it did. 28 minutes to be precise. But it meant that when we were done, we could greet Jake's friends and families who had arrived early.
I think we've got visitors. Hello! Welcome. Welcome to the weirdest Wednesday you'll ever experience.
Jake's mum and mates were there, the chief instigators behind this secret plot.
No idea.
He's got no idea.
None whatsoever.
We've got the water in there. We haven't made the gravy yet, so maybe you could help me make the gravy.
Oh.
So is he coming at 2:30?
Yes.
2:30?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Now, 2:30 was a mere 15 minutes away, but that was no matter, as I had some extra hands on deck. The instant nature of gravy meant we had gloopy goodness in no time.
That looks grim.
Meanwhile, Jake was starting to realise that something was up.
I have in my pocket a blindfold.
And he had arrived.
What?
Hello, mate. What the hell? How you doing?
I'm okay.
Do you know why we're here?
No idea.
Do you know what that is?
It's a digger and it's a little pool. Hang on.
Do you remember saying about a month ago that you once dreamt that you had loads of gravy being poured on you from a digger?
Did I?
When did you have the dream?
I've no idea, but I can vaguely remember it.
Do you want your dream to come true?
Not particularly.
Ah.
But I'll go with it anyway.
Okay. Okay, mate. Right. Are you ready?
I guess.
Do you ever change your clothes?
I don't have a change of clothes. Yes.
And so with that, there was only one thing left to do.
3, 2, 1. Yeah! How'd you feel, buddy?
It sounds pretty good.
The crowd went wild. And in return for letting me dump gravy all over you, I've got you 2 tickets to any Chelsea game at Stamford Bridge this season.
Oh,
I know you're a big fan of Chelsea. Congratulations. Made your dream come true.
Also, ladies and gents, make sure you remember to download Pouch. Cheers.